every time. Seriously, I'm not trying to do that. Okay, well, here we are again with episode 3 of De-mystifying Hypnosis. And apparently Miles has his own TV show now. So, let's see. In the last episodes, we talked about that guy who came to your high school, talked about is hypnosis real, and now I'm going to talk about I can't be hypnotized. So, first of all, bullshit. And second of all, yeah, you're right. Like, it's really up to you what you think you are going to be hypnotized, right? If you think hypnosis is me going, do this thing now because I say so, bleh, then yeah, you probably can't be unless you want to be, and then you can. But if you're someone who goes, can't hypnotize me, can't hypnotize me, meanwhile they're sitting there in front, Instagram for 4 hours, no Instagram, or just sitting there, remote control, what's on TV? 4 hours later, I can't be hypnotized, right? I can't be influenced against my will, right? What is marketing? What is advertising? It's people getting us to do things, trying to get us to do things, right? What are movies, right? Sitting there in a movie theater. The talk that I gave was all about this. There's not much of a greater example of hypnosis than sitting in a movie theater and going, tell me a story. Any of that stuff. And basically, advertising is intended to elicit an emotional response, gain our trust by making us think, hey, this is pretty neat, and then going, McDonald's, Acura, whatever it is. It elicits an emotional response, and then it brands that, and essentially goes, buy this now, right? Why do you think they put advertisements on so much? It's just hypnosis. It's brainwashing. They're going, here, buy this shit, buy this shit. Oh my God, it's Black Friday. Shit, I better go buy a new TV. Well, it's like stimulus response, but you can't be hypnotized, right? I mean, has a member of the opposite sex, as a guy, I'm just gonna speak as a guy, have I ever bought a drink or a whatever for a pretty girl? Have I ever done something just because they said so, even though I might not have wanted to do it necessarily? It might not have made sense, but because on some level they were like, they had me, and I was like, what can I do? Because you have made me feel good in some way, right? So can you be hypnotized against your will? I mean, again, back to advertisements and shit like that. Can you be hypnotized against your will? Maybe you accepted a limiting belief or a limiting identity that somebody told you, oh, you're just like your father. Oh, okay, you're just a little kid. No, okay, cool, I'm just like my father. Next thing you know, you're an alcoholic or an asshole or whatever, right? So this is hypnosis. That's someone going, blink, there's a little thing, and that becomes a post-hypnotic suggestion. And then those people are like, that's just stuck inside them somewhere. And you can change all that stuff through hypnosis. And yeah, I've never tried, I don't care to try to do things to people who don't want it done. I'm not trying to make you, stand on a chair and bark like a dog. I don't care about that. I want to find out what you want, and I want to help you have it. I want to find out how you are not the way you want to be, and I want to eliminate that. And the way that happens is through, here's the surprise. Here's hypnosis, like I've just been saying this whole time. Establish rapport, get the critical mind out of the way, and then talk to the unconscious mind in a way that it wants to communicate. And that's kind of up to the unconscious mind. It's not my there's no formula that goes, I'm gonna do this, you're gonna go down some stairs, you're gonna do the thing, and then you're gonna find flour that's gonna make all the sense in the world. That's not how it is. Everyone has their own sort of key code or lock combination. The tumblers of your unconscious mind are all slightly different, but they are ultimately a keyhole in the same way. So, I'm rambling here, but my point is that so many things are hypnosis that for people who say, I can't be hypnotized, you're right. Like, you go to a hypnosis show, you're not going to do what they say. You're like, fuck it, no. But you're also hypnotized in some other way. You're hypnotized to think that your worldview is locked in place, right? That's its own form of hypnosis. And the work I do is not intended to take over people's minds. I'm going to talk about mind control, maybe in the next one. That's not what hypnosis is. Hypnosis is just you deciding to fucking relax, to trust somebody enough to have them give you suggestions about ways that you can use your imagination and get in touch with yourself that will allow you to change on a deep level. Because it has nothing to do with your conscious mind. It's all down here. And while we might think, oh, my conscious mind's going to keep me from being hypnotized, those are some of the most hypnotized people. And I had a woman tell me recently, sitting there staring at her phone, yeah, I can't be hypnotized. So, can you be hypnotized? Yes. Are you hypnotized? Yes. Can I hypnotize you against your will? Probably not. Can you get so much out of hypnosis? So much that if you just trust yourself to trust someone else to give you some suggestions, that if you follow them and you like the way they feel, you do more of it. That's my job, is to give you suggestions that feel good and then give you more suggestions that feel good until finally there's a suggestion that goes something like, be a different person. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. What else? Oh, that felt great. That's hypnosis. And if you want to be hypnotized like that, reach out below. I look forward to the next episode of Demystifying Hypnosis, which I guess, well, I'll make on mind control and brainwashing. But in the meantime, I'm going to get back to not being hypnotized.